The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission wishes to inform the nation that it is ready for the general elections tomorrow. The Commission has put in place all the necessary measures to ensure a free, fair, and credible elections. In terms of logistics, the Commission has distributed all strategic and non-strategic materials countrywide. The strategic materials are ballot papers and ballot boxes, as well as the statutory forms 35 and 34 and the poll books. The non-strategic materials include stationery, laptops, seals, indelible ink, and demarcation banners. Human resource. The Commission has recruited, trained, and deployed all polling officials to the various polling stations across the country. The polls officials have taken an oath of secrecy to ensure that they adhere to the Electoral Code of Conduct. Through the assistance of the Inspector General of Police, the Commission has deployed over 99,000 security personnel to the 33,400 polling stations and the National Election Tallying Center here at Bomas. The security personnel were trained by the Commission on the electoral process and operations. Election offenses. The Commission has established a tripartite committee comprising of the Director of Public Prosecutions, the National Police Service, and the Commission, and we have developed guidelines for investigating and prosecuting election offenses. The Director of Public Prosecution has assigned officers for purposes of prosecution, and police are monitoring throughout the country incidents of electoral offenses. The Inspector General of Police has also issued contacts of all police stations that will be used by members of the public to call. Campaigns ended yesterday to enforce the polling day, and we are asking all candidates not to address members of the public after voting. We are also telling them not to pay their agents on polling day, as there's a thin line between bribing and salary payment during that day. We advise the voters to leave the polling centers and stations immediately they are done with voting. The Commission will not entertain people milling around the polling stations. The Commission is urging voters not to wear colors or symbols that are associated with political parties or coalitions and wait for the results at home, because political parties and candidates have their accredited agents at the polling stations.
We have deployed 99,000 police officers all over the country, set and ready for the elections. By this morning, all officers have reached their stations of duty. We have equally deployed 7,000 senior police officers to supervise all the elections in the 47 counties. And on top of it, after the closure of the voting, they'll also supervise the tallying. We have also partnered with the Chief Justice, the Office of the Chief Justice, that's the judiciary, and they have assured us that for election offenses that we shall detect and present before court, they'll ensure that the prosecution takes place very fast. At least within 3 days, we'll be able to conclude in these cases, and that is very important for us. We also prepared the sample charge sheets through the DPP, the judiciary, and the police, and we are set. The Inspector General has received a very sad information this afternoon that I would like to relay, that certain persons are planning to put on police uniforms and attack people, especially in Kibera, in Mathare, and in Kisumu. He is giving a very stern warning to any criminals or a group of persons who want to interrupt elections that we are not going to compromise security of any Kenyan. We are ready for you. We are prepared. We have put on enough number of officers on the ground. And from this minute, we have deployed extra officers to patrol those regions. And we want to assure Kenyans, when you see large number of officers, don't fear. But remember, any person in uniform coming to harass you is not a policeman, is a criminal, and give us a report immediately so that we can take action.